Hey, we're back at the farm. There's a couple of things I wanted to do here today. One of them is I got these little spheres. I wanted to try marcotting a couple of trees, and I can also update you on a few of them. So we'll get to it. Alright, so we have here this broad-leafed Apitong, and this branch is going to get trimmed anyway in the near future, so I thought maybe we could try to marcot it. It's like these have about a centimeter to work with, so I'll have to cut off some of these leaves and we'll go from there. I'm not going to be able to hold this and do all of the cutting and everything at the same time, but I'll try to keep you updated as I'm doing different steps here. So I'll probably trim off some of these leaves, and then what's that? If I should go above that part anyway. Maybe I'll try to work around that. Anyway, I'll trim off some of the leaves and then we'll start the video again. Okay, I think this is thin enough here that I'm going to need to go above that anyway, so I'm going to focus it here. Now I'll cut a ring around 2 parts of this and then slice down the center and peel off the outside layer there. We'll see how this works. We're gonna get some water out of these barrels. Most of them have water. I notice this one doesn't. Someone's using it as a garbage can, but a little frog in here. Let's see if I can identify what that is. Should hop to the next barrel. It's more water in there. Anyway. Great, I got some water. Ideally, I'd probably have some sterile water, but we don't always get what we want. I've seen where people... By the way, before we start doing anything else here, I'm not an expert on this. I'm not recommending any particular method here. This is just something that I've seen before, so we'll see if it works. I'll put some cocoa peat in here. I've seen people use moss before. Do this down here. I've seen people use moss before, but this is what I have, so I'll try this right now. Anyway, the branch is gonna go one way or another, so hopefully this works. Soak it up well, and then we'll take it over here. Grab my little sphere here. Actually, I think from this branch I'm gonna get probably 3 of them, because there's a couple of more branches forking off there. This maybe not the most pretty, but hopefully it'll work. I had to kind of scrape it rather than just peeling the bark, but we'll see if it works. Alright, we have this packed with the cocoa peat, and let's see if I can do it one-handed. We cover up the area. I want to make sure that there's a little hook in there so this doesn't slide around, I guess. So I want to make sure that's down toward the bottom of it. And we'll close it. I think I'm going to have to use 2 hands on this, but let's put it on here. Oop, might be competing with the chainsaw, or I guess that's a chainsaw, maybe a cutter. Anyway, give me just 1 second. Okay, we have this closed on here. I think that's a pretty good fit. I'm not sure how long this will take to get roots, assuming it gets them, but I've heard upwards of a couple months, so it's late March now, so hopefully by the time the rainy season comes and we're ready to start planting again, we'll have a little broadleafed apitong here to grow. We'll see. I'm gonna try doing a couple more, might as well, because this whole branch is gonna go, so maybe do one on that one too. Alright, so you can see I have a cut here, and then, well, it's sort of difficult to see, but I have a slice down there too. So some plants, sometimes this outer layer will just peel right off pretty easily, but I don't know about this one. Doesn't seem to peel so easily, so kind of have to scrape it. Alright, so here's this. Is it too deep? Maybe. Is it not deep enough? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully it works. Alright, so I have 3 on this. See if I remember. This one is just below the node, and these 2 are including nodes. I'll check back on them once in a while, and if I need to add moisture to these. It's been really dry here. I don't know. I think we're due for some rain pretty soon. It's been raining in Baguio, but that doesn't necessarily mean it rains here, so could probably use some here in the near future. If it rains, I think this one will actually collect some moisture, but I'll have to probably come in and put some more water on them at some point, but we shall see. We'll keep you updated. By the way, I wanted to, while we're here, this is just across from, what was that a year ago? 2 years ago? I think it was a year ago. I had trimmed a gnarra tree, and it was muddy, wet. Just out of curiosity, I just jammed the trim branch in the ground. You can see the top part of the branch died, but I already have a gnarra tree that's, I don't know, meter and a little over, maybe about 1.5 meters tall. So, and it's not even in full sun. It just gets mostly shaded here, actually. So if you want to propagate a gnarra tree, I guess that's easy to do. But the one word of warning with that, I've read that if you're using cuttings for gnarra, they're a little more likely to have heart rot. So something to keep in mind. But yeah, looking nice. This is really one of my favorite trees so far. They're get really nice new leaf growth, almost like perpetual flowering when they get new leaves on them. I can catch that from down here. A little bright. Let's see this. Looks really, it's not a flower, but it looks as nice as a flower does. Here's a nice one. Really beautiful. So hopefully we can propagate those easily. I don't know how long it'll be until they get seeds. This one's 4 years old, 4.5 years old. Smelling something sweet, something blooming. I wonder if it's maybe this tree. This is the only one I see around blooming, but now that I'm closer to it, I don't smell that anymore. So maybe could be something down in all of these trees down here too. I don't know what this tree is though. Insects seem to seem to like it. If those flowers all turn into seed, that's going to be a lot of seeds of whatever this thing is. How red that bark is. Nice. This goes through a lot of cycles of colors, and this is, seems like for most of these trees, a really nice time of year. Had a branch rip off in the storm. It's a pretty nasty gouge up there, but hopefully we'll heal up here in a couple of years. I wonder what is causing these marks on this bogros tree. You see, it's all two parallel lines. It almost looks like teeth or something. First I thought an animal just came up here and rubbed on it, but like, this is already up above my head. And then there's some even higher up than that, maybe 7-8 feet up there. I don't see any above that. You can see it went through just this top layer. I think whatever was doing it stopped. Huh. I don't know. If you know what would cause that, I don't know. You can let me know in the comments. I lost another branch. Maybe I can trim that off of there. The tree itself seems all okay. Huh. This tiger grass is getting ripe, and it makes it a little easier to see the trees peeking out of it. So I'll go down below later and videotape that, because a lot of these trees are up now above the tiger grass. You can see the beginnings of the change on this hill here. This whole hill was planted with trees over the last several years. It's a little tough to see them from up here. You can see a few of them though, but I'll go down below so you can see it. While I'm here though, here's something. You can see trees in the rainforest or jungle on TV. You'd always see these huge buttress roots on trees. This Dao tree's finally starting to get them. You could actually see them developing when it was pretty young, but they're always just a thin root, but starting to get the flat buttress shape to it now. The tree is big. You can see almost all these trees had a couple branches ripped off of them, but I suppose that's expected in a place that gets typhoons. Okay, just another experiment here. We have rainbow eucalyptus. That one the bark seemed to peel back much more easily. So just an experiment. These apparently will not really grow from cuttings after they're about a year old. So I don't know about this system here. And I didn't bring any rooting hormone, but that's how it is. So we'll try it out. Okay, we put a couple on here. We'll see how that goes. Actually, what I wanted to do was marcot this malabayabas. That's looking, zoom out, that's looking very nice shape. And what I'm excited about, if we come down here, is these get a kind of a red trunk on them. And if we look down here, can we see it in the camera? It's looking a little more brown than red in the camera right now, but I think it's starting to get, there we go, it's starting to get some red color. I'm assuming that's the color it's gonna turn. So hopefully that makes it. And there's some more up here. Clear at the top. Near the top. So we'll see. So far it looks healthy. I think the leaves look okay. So little ants living in that one. Once this gets a little bigger, I'll probably try to propagate it too. I don't know how easily it spreads by seed, but or how soon it'll get seeds. Hopefully in the near future. And then we'll just show you while I'm at it. This one too. This is magkono. A nice flower on it here. And that one's a little taller than me. I wonder what that is. Some kind of a... Let's see if I can get that closer. Huh. Some kind of an ant nest, it looks like. There's ants. Old blacklet, I know. Get it to brighten up a bit. Yeah, ants. Almost looks like a hornet nest, but ants going in and out of it. It's kind of interesting. I can get those identified. This has had seed, or gone to seed, but I missed it, so. Any up here? I don't see any. I think it opened up and it all went to seed. A lot of nectar in it. Look at how wet that is. Hasn't rained forever. There's ants there. I don't see anything else using it though. Anyway, while I'm down here, I thought I'd show you this tiger grass is all pretty ripe, so it's a little easier to see the trees that are growing on this hillside. It's coming along. Now it seemed slow, but I think it's more of just a little bit difficult to see them and get to them, but they're growing. All right, so just a quick update. I cut a bunch of branches that were hanging off of the trees from that storm that I've been wanting to cut for months now, but we'll keep you updated with the farm. I'm hoping I can get back here a few more times in the near futures here, so maybe we'll get some more videos for you. Thanks for watching. We'll see ya.